Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and we're going to hear from SBI in this video. They have another XRP corridor that they're building that they will use the on-demand liquidity. It is possibly a big one. And then Sheba. I want to take a look at what is happening with Shiba Inu because, well, it has still everybody's eyes on it. It's not doing what everyone thought it would do, and that is crash. And also, Ripple, the company, uploaded 26 new videos in the last 24 hours. I have short clips from 3 of them. One I think is going to be very surprising. And then there's an article in Forbes. I'm telling you, you'll hardly be able to believe what you hear about the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. So the market, well, it's mostly moving into the green, 2.6 trillion. Bitcoin has a 44% dominance, sitting at 61,597. In terms of who is really shining in the top 100, we have this Decentralized. It is up 54%, probably because it is a metaverse. And with the new rebranding of Facebook, it seems to be getting a lot of attention because it too is using these avatars that was described in the Facebook rebranding. And then we have following the leader there, basic attention token up 28%, Axie Infinity, which just continues to rise. That is that earn to play game token. It's up 12% at $142. It's just really an impressive project for sure. All right, we are going to look at Sheba. I have the 7-day open here. As you can see, it is off its high that happened on October 28th when it was 0.0000841, and now today it is 0.0000719. So, it hasn't crashed totally as people expected, and it seems to actually be coming back up again. We've got a little bit of a gain happening, but I think it's surprising everybody. All right, I am going to work on a video that talks about the SBI second quarter FY fiscal year 2021 in full. I just want you to know that you can find the big deck with nearly 200 pages to it on the SBI group .co.jp, and then English /investors/disclosure/presentation. You can find that big deck and also the audio streaming in English. What I'll talk about only in this particular video is that developing of the new business corridor between Japan and Africa. And it looks like they're going to build this system that allows the use of the digital asset XRP for payment with SBI Motor Japan for the exported vehicles. And the business model is quite interesting. They are going to lease cars to Uber drivers, and then they'll create these weekly payments, and then of course use XRP to move that money between the two countries. Yeah, it's sitting at a 5 trillion yen business right now. Mr. Kitao wants to bring it to 10 trillion yen. That's like $87 billion. So have a listen to this portion where he's talking, and then we've got the English translation. So we'll listen.
One problem with the business in Africa is remittance. If we deliver products, are we able to actually receive money promptly? As a consideration for the product we deliver, can we receive that money back? I think that's the greatest concern we have with the business in Africa. And I'm looking at being able to use Ripple's XRP to do the payment. Because the bank in Africa, we don't know what happens if there's a coup d'etat, for example. There's a lot of unimaginable things that could happen, so we have to be cautious. Furthermore, Gariba is a Japanese used car broker, and we used that company, and we are now working with FMG, which provide vehicles using microfinance. So, for example, in Tunisia, Uber driver doesn't have any money, doesn't have ability to have an account, is not able to borrow money, but if you can lease a car, then you can earn money. So what we do is we lease the vehicle to the driver, and he pays back on a weekly basis. Asset management business. I think asset management business is quite promising. I said that it exceeded 5 trillion yen. We want to be 10 trillion as quickly as possible. I've been instructing that to my junior, and they say that they can't do that.
Yeah, so he's really pushing them to double the business. Interesting, isn't it? All right, this is Ripple's website. This is the official Ripple channel. They have uploaded these 26 new videos in the last 24 hours. It's very interesting. It's part of their Ubri discussion, and we have this one that I think is very surprising. It is Daryl Duffy of Stanford, who doesn't think there's going to be any CBDC in at least his lifetime in the United States. Have a listen to this.
From the foregone conclusion that there will be a CBDC even in our lifetime. The Fed has been very uncertain about whether it wants to do this. It's releasing a white paper in the coming weeks. Yeah. But even that will not tip its hand as to whether it wants to do it. There's a lot of ambivalence, or at least no alignment in the United States government or the Fed yet on a CBDC. And it takes years, even once you begin in earnest to develop money, to develop digital money. It will take quite a few years before it's actually ready to use. So I would argue, as I mentioned earlier, just get started on the development, get the technology ready, because there's quite a lot to do.
Yeah, so he's not very optimistic that the United States is going to get that done. All right, so Ripple Swell. It is almost here, November 9th and 10th. Now, this is going to be a virtual event. They have a lot of really interesting speakers. Always in the past years of Swell, the people who do appear as guests are always very important players going forward in the ecosystem. So CoinMe, BitPay, Instarem, which is Niam, and Osimo, the on-demand liquidity user, they are all going to be speaking. But there is one person in particular that really has my attention, and that is Sam Bankman-Fried. He is, of course, the CEO of the FTX, and this is an interesting. This is a very interesting business that is just on fire. But what he has done, which I think is going to tie into what he talks about, is he's designed their automated OTC trading system. And if you remember when David Schwartz, the CTO, gave his keynote speech, he talked about how these automated trading systems are such game changers. So I don't know. I'm really thinking there's something going on in terms of collaboration here, which would really be instrumental to helping in liquidity, managing liquidity. That has always been one of the biggest problems that Ripple has faced with the on-demand liquidity solution. So it's very interesting. I don't know what we're going to learn from that. But in talking about the automated liquidities, this is another portion where Dr. Jia Zhu talked with, I don't know exactly who this is from Ripple on the left, but she is a real expert in these automated trading systems. And she has this very interesting portion at the end of her video that talks about how the XRP community can participate in DeFi. So have a listen to this.
I understand there is smart XRP ledger hooks that's been developed. And also there's this Flare network that supports that's seeking to support smart contract on XRP ledger. So I think in that sense, Ripple is on the right track there. And another way to indirectly participate in the DeFi space is to participate on the existing, to utilize the network effect of Ethereum, participate in the existing AMM-based stacks. For example, by having the native token, the native currency of XRP ledger, XRP, by having that wrapped on Ethereum, having some kind of like a wrapped XRP, as we have already seen, there's like wrapped Bitcoin out there. So by having wrapped XRP, the XRP community can indirectly also participate in the DeFi ecosystem that's already quite active on the Ethereum blockchain.
Exactly. The future of crypto will be interoperable, so to speak.
Exactly.
Excellent.
That is what we see.
So yeah, bringing Flare on live to the mainnet, that is really going to be one big, huge leap for XRP to participate in DeFi. And then I liked the portion where she talked about creating this wrapped XRP. And then we've got Weetza Wind and the Ripple team working on the hooks. So yeah, it's really going to get very exciting for XRP and the DeFi. Now, this is so interesting. This is Dr. Rosalind Layton. She wrote a really great article, and it's about the SEC Chair Gensler's war on crypto is about his resume. So many think that his 3-year stint as a senior advisor at MIT would have enlightened his approach to crypto, right? No such luck. He had, little record of writing or speaking about technology ever before he started at MIT. So prior to that, his academic presentations were all co-authored by Joichi Ito. And so she is claiming here in this article that his speeches and interviews were nothing more than commentary that was curated to make him look like a policy expert. So he was not even creating his work in his presentation in those classes. I'm sure most of you have seen some of those classes that are uploaded on YouTube. You can participate, they've taped all of his courses, and so you can watch him. I was actually kind of shocked. And what you need to know is that this Joichi Ito is a Bitcoin maximalist. So Gensler's MIT bio shows almost no background in technology. So the stop at MIT was the needed stop for him to secure his nomination. That's what she says. And that Ito expertly deployed these progressive buzzwords for Wall Street preferred regulatory model like community architecture, open network, regulatory incubator. This was done to put altcoins and Ripple in their place behind Bitcoin. So Gensler's zeal to be the top regulator and Ito's apparent zeal to pick a winner, which was Bitcoin, the two of them were a match made in heaven, she writes. And after his flashy enforcement actions, it's going to be setting him up for his next job, which is supposedly the Treasury Secretary. So you have to also know that not all is well at MIT. While Gensler is golden, Ito took the fall for revelations that the MIT lab was financed in part by Jeffrey Epstein and Leon Black. And the case for SEC now has really become an embarrassment for the agency, putting the SEC itself on trial for its arbitrary determinations, an absurd take on due process. Over 50,000, I think it is for sure over 50,000. Outraged XRP holders have filed a class action lawsuit claiming the agency tanked their holdings, and Gensler refuses to engage the retail crypto investors he claims to be defending. And his incoherent everything crackdown on the U.S. financial marketplace only strengthens the idea that his war on crypto is about furthering his career, not what's best for investors, the economy, or innovation. Wow, I'm telling you, this article was packed full of a punch. A lot of interesting commentary. This is Joichi Ito now. He's back in Japan. He's doing podcasts. He's still in the digital space. I don't know a whole lot about what he's doing. I know that he's part of the Digital Garage, which is an incubator here in Japan, but I don't really know too much of what he's doing. And then the third clip I have for you from this Ubri Connect 2021, which was uploaded today, is with the conversation with Ripple's General Counsel, Stuart Alderati. And this is pretty much putting it in a nutshell.
And you can't simply keep repeating, as the SEC is now doing and Gary Gensler is now doing, that the law is clear, when that's simply not true. Simply repeating that doesn't make it true. And Gary Gensler, and again, I don't mean to keep picking on him, it's sort of a euphemism for the SEC, but he's been out there very publicly. Well, he's saying, the ones who are confused, it's not only market participants, but every sophisticated security lawyer in this country. They're confused because they are getting paid by the industry to be confused. I think that's a really unfortunate statement. In fact, I think it's an ugly statement. I wish it was one that he didn't repeat. But is Hester Peirce, is she a paid show? Is Bob Boisman a paid show? Is Brian Quintez, the former CFTC commissioner, a paid show? The government officials are crying out for this lack of clarity. Members of Congress are crying out for this lack of clarity. And Gary Gensler on the one side is saying there's clarity, but then in the same breath he's saying, but I need Congress to help me pass new laws to bring clarity to the space. So you can't have it both ways.
No, you can't have it both ways. It's just really talking out both sides of your mouth. I will tell you that all of those videos that were uploaded on the Ubri Connect 2021 are quite interesting. So you can find them on the Ripple YouTube channel. Okay, we're jumping to the Fluff, which I just wanted to show you. This is another new limited edition menu. They have the shrimp or the double hamburger spicy burgers. This is McDonald's. And I love the way they localize menus all over the world. This is interesting for me. You can see that the buns here are made out of a rice cake. How about that? And then something super funny kind of happening on Twitter. There is a person who has some cats and decided to upload a few pictures of his cats in these Amazon box tanks. They're really, really cute. Here is another double tank version that he has built. Well, it has started something that is just hysterical. Now other people are doing the same and uploading their tank versions with the boxes that they have laying around. This one is fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this hatch that opens up. Oh gosh, this one is really clever, isn't it? Look at that. I just love it. And then this one here, yeah, not bad. Look, makes you laugh, doesn't it? And then the last one, not a cat, but a hamster. And it's got a hamster size tank. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.